Okay.
Alright, baby.
What's up, guys? This is Larry. Welcome back to our channel, and it really brings me so much pride and honor to have our special guest all the way from Manila. Nocals, Pierce Library, ano pa ba may iba?
Kampay.
Yeah. So many works in the pipeline. But anyway, I would like to welcome here at Manila Beach Bar, Mr. Ian,
Alright.
the Curious Bartender, Libang.
Guys, hello.
Alright, so actually, nalaman ko na Ian will be here in Nido. And sabi ko, what better way than to give a short parang interview para at least naman magkaroon naman ng idea yung ibang tao na ano bang ginagawa ni Mr. Curious Bartender. Alright? Especially ladies and gentlemen, kagaling niya lang po sa pagtitrain kay Pambansang Bay, si Mr. Alden Richards. Once again, welcome, Mr. Ian Libang.
Thank you,
man.
Thanks
for gracing our bar here.
Yeah.
I have a few questions actually for Ian, you know. Kasi yun nga, he's also a former student. He's been also competing. Yeah. So ano ba yung mga napagkumpitan mo na?
Before, it's always flare competition, college days. And then, even when I was working in flare competitions pa rin. But after that, work class, Diageo work class, Glenfiddich most experimental, Bractail Rockman competition.
Which, ikaw yata nag-top dun, di ba?
Yeah. Luckily, thanks to all people.
We are so honored. Can you tell us something about yourself, like your name, where you're from, and where you're currently working?
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Ian Libang. I'm from Tanawan City, Batangas.
A.k.a.
The Curious Bartender. Yeah. A.k.a. Batanggenyo. Currently working now for Curious Library, doing freelance bartending for Nocal as well, so I was in the same umbrella. I did couple of activations for Monk Shoulder, Hendrix, Don Paparom, Diageo Server Glass. These brands support us, so we support them back.
Wow,
Yeah.
sweet. So this guys has been all over the place. I'm pretty sure when it comes to experience, maraming masishare to. All right?
Think so. So, I studied in Lyceum, the Philippines, Laguna.
LPU represent?
Yeah, LPU. I took, medyo mahaba siya eh. Bachelor of Science in International Hospitality Management, specialized in cruise line operation and hotel services.
That's a mouthful there.
Yeah. Basically, yung course ko is more for cruise line services.
Okay.
When I was still in high school kasi, I wanted to go on board.
Okay,
Cruise
work
ship.
on a cruise ship.
Kasi that time, in demand. Everybody says like, hey, magbarko ka.
Yeah.
If you're gonna take HRM, pinaka-the best
Typical.
dyan, magbarko ka.
Typical.
And which is great na Lyceum has this curriculum na specialized in cruise line operations.
Okay.
When I was still on my freshman days, I was walking around the campus and then I saw this guy throwing bottles sa may gym area. And that's Lyceum Flare Artist. Ayun, sabi ko sa sarili ko parang, that's cool. Galing nung ginagawa. They're throwing stuff and everyone's looking at them. Dumaan ako doon, then sabi ko, ano pa yung ginagawa nyo? It's called flare, ganyan. And then they told me about this stuff. Magkakaroon ng college week nun. And then every section, kailangan may representative in every category.
So kasama na yung like cooking,
flambe, sorts of stuff na ganun. Sabi nila, okay, flare bartending. Sabi ko, flare bartending. Wala nag-raise ang kamay.
Okay.
Flare bartending. Sabi ko, ako po, ma'am. Sabi ko, I wanna join. Actually, there's one more guy na gusto rin mag-join. That's Nico from Mandalay. Yeah, man.
Nico Lorenzi?
Yeah.
Nico.
So,
what's up, Nico?
pero by that time, parang mas na-focus yung interest ko into bartending. Earlier pa, bago pa mag-start yung college week.
Okay.
So, yun, nag-start ako, then nag-open sila for workshop. Naka-attend lang ako ng 2 workshop nila. And then after that, I started searching on YouTube.
Okay.
All videos, everything about bartending, like basic stuff. So it's more like self-study.
Oh, yeah.
Nasa bahay ako, syempre, alam mo na, hinahanap tayo ng wine glasses. Wine bottles. So, yun, before, syempre, like, we're in a province, so yung electric tape na kilala lang namin is yung black na electric tape. Which is ginagamit literally for electric uses. And then eventually, na-figure out na lang yung colored na electric tape. Para pag nabasag siya, hindi siya
sasabog.
Or hindi siya mag-spread out, or hindi ka matalsikan ng bubog. Yun, syempre, tinry namin and ginawa namin way back that time.
So actually social na sila kasi electrical tape na way back sa amin, masking tape or scotch tape kung anong available. But anyway,
sa hospital, no?
Hospital, which is not so long ago, by the way. So it's very interesting to know, no, yung mga kumbaga how we started in the industry, how like for example for some people you took up this particular course, but then eventually along the way, you will discover something that will really attract you.
Actually, we had a group member before sa Flair Artist.
Okay.
Na he's a culinary.
Okay.
Pero kahit culinary siya, nagjo-join siya ng Flair competitions.
Wow.
Yun. So, even tourism, pwede rin. It's a passion eh. Diba?
Yes, it is. Totally.
At the end of the day, you're still in hospitality management, diba? I-take up mo pa rin yung mga subjects like, halimbawa tayo, we were working behind the bar pero bibigyan tayo ng subjects like food production, diba? Or
international cuisine, diba? Mga ganun.
Diba? So iba-iba din. Kahit tourism, meron silang food and beverage subjects. Kahit culinary, kahit they're working inside the kitchen, meron pa rin silang mga food and beverage subjects kasi we can never say when the opportunity came and then magustuhan mo siya, then just get into it.
Who would have thought maybe like for example in my case for dating seminarista magpapare naging bartender, di ba? So you never really know. I think the lesson here is really just to be open kasi eventually malalaman mo rin na while you're taking up your course or your degree, let's say hospitality management or international you know, the same like what Ian's took up, may realize mo kung ano yung gusto mo. And I think that's the most important thing, yung you do what you love than being forced to do
exactly,
you know, something that, you know.
There's like one quote that I always keep it on my mind, and I always tell to people when I do seminars, if you love what you do, you'll never work a single day of your life.
That's true.
Yeah. Pero naalala ko lang, in one of your competitions, you said, you figured out there are more spirits in the bar than spirits in the seminary.
Yes. So, yun actually yung naging aking kumbaga yung tagline ko. Kasi talagang pasok na pasok siya dun sa present work ko ngayon. What piece of advice can you give to aspiring bartenders, most especially those taking up hospitality management or HRM, or even those taking up NC2 certifications? What can you tell them? Advice, sort of?
For me, if you really like serving people, kasi hospitality is, at the end of the day, kahit gaano ka-complicated yung food or yung drink na ginagawa mo, at the end of the day, it's still hospitality.
True.
It's about the guest relation, it's about how you talk to people, how you treat them, how their day will end after going to your bar or your restaurant. Kailangan mahal natin yung ginagawa natin.
True.
Kasi experience can never pay any amount.
True.
Kung ano yung ibibigay nating experience sa kanila, it's not always about money. It's like I told you, benefits of being a bartender is gaining friends. Even though na they're just hanging around having bottomless iced tea, if they're having fun in your bar, you will never know. For me, that's the best feeling of being a bartender. So if you guys if napipilitan lang kayo to study HRM because you don't want mathematics. You know, that's the usual reason, di ba?
It's a skill thing talaga.
No, like pag college ka parang nahirapan ka sa algebra.
Yes.
Okay, ayoko na accounting, ayoko na ganyan, di ba? You end up studying HRM kasi there's pwede kang magluto, pwede kang mag-bartend, pwede kang mag-serve. Pero at the end of the day, it's serving people. It's all about serving people. You're gonna need to love what you do. It should not just be about money. Of course, at the end of the day, it's still money. Kasi kailangan natin ng money, everyone.
You have to.
Pero kailangan we know how to talk to people. Kailangan maging natural sa atin yung pakikipag-usap sa tao.
True. And I think that's one of the skills talaga na dapat matutunan ng isang
Because yun yung importante.
People skills for that matter.
People skills. Kailangan gusto niyo yung ginagawa nyo, and kailangan everyday is a learning process. You shouldn't think na you're the number one. You should think that you're the number two. Kasi if you're the number one, hindi mo na ma-exceed kung ano ka.
Yes.
You should think you're number two. So there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
So if you guys are maybe having a good time watching this, just
Having a
need
good
to
time.
love what you do. That's for me. Love what you do.
This is the thing, like Ian was saying, really, bartending is really a people skills type of work,
Yeah.
wherein pag hindi ka talaga marunong kumbaga makihalubilo or kahit makipag-usap lang. I'm always reminded by these words by the famous Dale DeGroff, when he said, I can teach bartenders how to make drinks, but I cannot teach them how to be friendly.
Yeah.
And I think it's very difficult to teach or force someone to be friendly if you're doing something na hindi talaga galing sa sa heart mo or sa puso mo yung ginagawa mo. And yun, kasi nga ang hospitality is really, it's something that you don't do just parang just a flick of finger, bartender na ako. It's a continuous learning process.
At the end of the day, experience is very personal.
Personal.
So kung anong experience yung mabibigay mo sa guest mo, it's hindi niya kayang tumbasan kung ano yung drink na binibigay mo. You can just open a beer, pero give your guests a very good time.
I think I can get what he's saying. Kasi for example, I can have, let's say for example, my favorite drink is Negroni. I can have a Negroni all over the world. But I'm pretty sure when I get a particular drink like a Negroni, let's say in New York or in London or in Australia, it's way different. Kasi nga, depende sa bartender na nag-serve sa akin, yung extra flair na nilalagay nila, yung personal touch, di ba?
Personal touch.
Yeah.
Kasi it's like, that's the only thing that you can pay. Experience.
True. Yes.
Kasi, I said, it's very personal and you can just get everything the same process pero different way to how to serve it or different way na kung paano nila ikaw kausapin or how they check back on you. Sometimes there's like bars na very good vibe.
Yeah.
Like music, ambience. Pero when you sit at the bar, hindi man lang mag-hi yung bartender sa'yo, di ba?
Medyo excuse my French, medyo f***y bartenders.
Yeah.
You usually find that all over the world actually.
It's very simple. When someone sit at your bar, say hi, hello, my name is Ian. Diba? It's a big plus na.
True.
Even though it's literally packed and busy.
Yes.
It's like, hey, hi, my name is Ian. This is our menu. I'll get back to you shortly, diba?
Yeah.
At least they know na napapansin mo sila.
And I think he got that because our background is pretty much the same when it comes to bartending training. What do you call it, corner bar theory. Right?
Yeah.
TGI Fridays. Maraming salamat. So that
Service
kind of training
oriented.
really, right? Really, the service we're really very oriented to service, how to make people feel so at home.
Yeah.
Especially if they're sitting at our bar. Kasi that's how you make and, how you make and break in terms of like making tips. Selling and stuff
Siyempre,
like that.
everyone wants tips.
Yeah, that's
So, you're gonna need to earn it.
That's true. So, very interesting yung 7K tip in like one night.
Yeah.
Man.
That's for just one person, ha?
For one person.
Oh, wala pa yung ibang guest. Yeah. Pero I'm not saying kailangan natin magbigay ng good service para lang sa tip.
Yeah,
Kasi every guest, kahit na hindi sila magbigay ng tip, it's the same service. It's the same experience na kailangan natin ibigay sa kanila.
Plus, I think people would really know if you're really after just for the tips.
Yeah.
After the tips. Kasi they would feel it. I'm telling you. After doing this for some time behind the bar, plastic tong bartender na gusto lang nito pera sa akin. So, yun nga, it really pays to be really like sincere in how you handle your guests, take care of them. Being sincere in general for like all types of guests, definitely it'll pay in the end, right?
Yeah. Just like I said, if you love what you do, it will come out very naturally.
That's right. Natural.
Very natural. Kasi, siyempre, if you guys, like, maybe first time nyo sa bar, of course, you're gonna express too much.
Yeah.
Pero, you don't need to express that much. You just need to be yourself.
Yeah.
For me, that's one of the best thing that maybe naging in good connection with my guests. Kasi, I treat them very well. And, I think so. I think so. Yeah, I treat them very well as to the point na...
Let's see in the comments below.
Hey, some regular guests go there, Alright. And then if some of them are like literally vivid guests and friends, pagka if they knew that you transferred bar or you're doing this kind of gig in this place, Makikita mo na lang, they're everywhere. They're all here, di ba?
So they get like you get a great following
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
not just Instagram or Facebook, but literally in your work, in your area of work.
Because people support you. Because
Yes.
you show them who you are.
That's true. People support.
Support. Support those who support you. Thank you sa lahat.
So now, you were given the opportunity to teach the Pambansang Bay, a.k.a. Mr. Alden Richards, how to flare in the movie Hello...
Hello, love, goodbye.
Hello, Love, Goodbye. Yeah, so pasensya na
Hindi yung
yun.
hello, sahod, goodbye.
That's another story, by the way, okay? Tell us something about that experience. I mean, how did you get that gig? Did they find you or you found them? How was it?
Actually, it started when one research team or something nag-DM sa akin through IG. And then, at first, it was like just usual questions na if I'm conducting master classes for... Actually, they first asked for mixology. So I said, yeah, I'm doing a couple of classes for certain group of people. Sometimes in university as well, I do seminars. And then, yeah, medyo nagkaroon ng konting confusion with the concept of mixology and flare bartending. Yeah, at first, it's sabi nila sa akin if okay ba na one person, ganun. They said na, I asked them kasi sabi ko, how do you guys found out kung I'm doing these things? Sabi nila, they saw some articles online. There were like a few articles na napasama ako luckily.
Written about it, yeah.
Yeah. Lately na lang, they told me na it's actually for a movie.
For a movie, yeah.
Pero
Pero you didn't know back then kung ano yung movie
yeah,
na.
pero hindi nila sinabi sa akin kung sinong
tuturuan mo.
artist,
Yeah.
kung
Surprise
kung
talaga.
anong movie. Basta ang sabi lang nila, it's a role for bartender.
Okay.
And then, I helped them, kasi medyo confusing yung gusto nila if it's flair or it's mixology. Well, we both know it's like both magkaibang process how you learn mixology and flair bartending.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's
in short, it pays to know to be the curious bartender who both knows how to flare and how to do mixology. So guys, I'm telling you, learn both. Kasi it really helps a lot. And you never know, one day, you'll end up getting a gig, teaching a guy like Mr. Alden Richards, diba?
Yeah,
So,
it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
really,
Si Alden, bartender ka
Bartender
dito,
po.
di ba?
Yes
O may
po.
mga kailangan bang mga special skills
Yes,
kang
actually,
inaral talaga?
ni-require po ako kasi
Oo.
kasi po kailangan magmukha po akong sanay na sanay sa ginagawa
Professional.
ko. Kasi parang isa po sa mga natutunan ko kay Direk Cathy, para mas mabigyan mo ng hustisya yung role na ginagawa mo. Huwag mo siyang i-act. Huwag mo siyang i-arte.
Oo.
Kasi mahahalata ng audience yan. Isabuhay mo siya.
Oo.
So, yun po. Nag-training po ako ng bartending dito sa atin for one session, pero 6 hours po yun.
Matagal din.
So, marami po ako nabasag.
Marami kang nabasa.
Maraming nabasag.
Binayaran mo ba yung mga nabasa
Buti nga po, hindi din
Andun po
ako
yung
sa sahod eh.
Actually, maraming
Kasama sa
papapirma.
training, kasama
Naman
yun.
po.
Oo.
Pero yun po, mahirap. Mahirap po yung pinagdaanan namin pareho for this movie.
tell us, how was the experience teaching the Alden Richards how to flare? Madali lang ba siyang turuan? Or how was it? How was the process?
Yeah, medyo nahirapan kami with scheduling kasi
Okay,
by
that's
that
one
time,
thing,
that was
yeah.
around April I think, na sabi nila sa akin, okay ka ba with these dates? And by that time, V and J are going to Singapore
Okay.
for Singapore Cocktail Fest.
Singer, yeah. You did
So,
some guest sharing,
Yeah,
right?
Shalom's Bar in Fat Prince, Singapore.
Represent Shalom Recto!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Batanggenyo din yun.
Yeah,
Alae.
yun. Alae din yun.
Yeah. Idol yun, Shalom. Idol. Tapos, ayun, medyo hindi kami magkatagpo ng schedule and then we end up having the same date.
Okay.
Supposedly, dapat tatlong session siya.
Okay.
And then we compressed everything in 1 day.
So, all that training happened supposedly 3 days. Kumbaga, tatlong sessions,
yeah,
3 sessions, naging 1 session na lang.
Yeah,
Which is, for me, if I'm gonna teach someone who has no idea about flair or mixology, medyo challenging talaga yun, di ba?
Of course.
Actually, kasi one of the requirements of the movie was for me to really go under training as a bartender.
Okay.
So, and to tell you the truth po, hindi siya madali.
Ano matagal ka nag-aral?
Actually, medyo intense po, 1 day lang. One day lang talaga.
Ilang
What?
oras?
Intense one-day training.
6 hours naman. So, nag-hire kami ng bartender and then nagpaturo ako sa kanya ng basic skill.
At first, di pa nila sinasabi na it's Alden
Oh, yeah.
Richards, ganyan. Pero meron akong mga konting idea kasi...
Siyempre, you're the curious bartender, so you were curious about it.
na-curious din sila sa akin. Tapos, pero sinabi nila na it's direct Cathy Molina's project. And then, syempre, I need to do my homework. So, nag-search ako ng couple of films about direct Cathy Molina. And then, yun, parang nagka-idea ako about Catherine but not with Pambansang Bay.
Okay.
Nung time na yun, dumating ako, sabi nila, bago ako pumasok, okay, si Alden tuturuan mo. Sabi ko, really? Kasi, like, Alden, medyo, Bay yung dating talaga ng di ba? So,
It's just not very far from the Curious Bartender. Meron din siyang...
Hindi. Wala, Bay, lang. Curious lang tayo. Tapos, ayun, sabi nila, paano ba yung process, pinabili ko sila with things na kailangan namin.
Okay.
And then, pero it's literally amazing kasi Alden, he's a fast learner, bro.
Okay.
At first, wala kaming matings. Kasi, like,
Wow.
wala na akong flare bottle kasi that was like long time ago, last time na nag-flare pa ako. So, more on real bottles.
Real bottles talaga.
And then,
real glass bottles.
Real bottles. Then sabi nila, uy, okay lang ba ito? Hindi ba ito mabasag? Okay, sige. Kaya yan. Kaya ni Alden yan. And then I taught him a couple of few tricks. Medyo na-amazed din ako na mabilis siya mag-catch up. And aside from flair, more on a professional way how to pour the drink, on a jigger, to shaker, how to properly shake. It's more on like showing kung paano gumalaw yung
The
professional.
real stuff, what professional bartenders are really doing
professional
behind the bar.
bartenders
Not
doing
just
behind
like
the bar.
for the show or for the movie.
Like how will you stand behind the bar? How will you talk to people? Ganun. Yun, meron din silang like couple of questions about me like how is bartending life and stuff like that. Yun yung naging startup namin.
Alright. Kasi it's very difficult to bring someone who has really no background about bartending or mixology, tapos biglang tuturuan mo and then he has to compress in a day and then he has to like teach them how to kumbaga play the role, which is quite difficult, especially if you're not doing it really for some time, di ba? Saludo ako dito dahil actually back in the days I also got the opportunity to teach Mr. Piolo Pascual back in the Mangarap Ka days. So I know how it feels to teach someone how to flare, walang idea sa flare.
Tapos starstruck ka pa kay Piolo.
Yes, my story.
Papa P yun.
Papa P! Oh my God! Di ba? Okay. But anyway, okay lang yun, brother. But yun nga, yun yung kagandahan sa kasi makikita natin dito na hindi lang siya parang pang behind the bar. Talagang he really showed the professional way of doing things, of how professional bartenders are doing it behind the bar. And for us, that's already parang, di ba, a feather in our cap. Kasi nowadays, pag sinabing bartender, kaiba yung mentality ng mga tao. There's always a negative thing, di ba? I know, you've been a student before.
I know.
And maybe when you told your parents, I'm going to be a bartender, meron, yung iba, may mga negative.
I think no one will like say na, hey, mom, I'm gonna be a bartender. Like, what?
Di ba? Always the
there's
reaction.
There's a different perspective ng mga tao if you're gonna be a bartender.
Any last message like for all those like watching, or where they can find you? What are you doing right now?
So right now I'm working for Spirits Library. So
This is where exactly in?
this is in Guerrero Street, Poblacion, Makati.
Poblacion.
So it's on the other side of maybe like heart of Poblacion. It's on the other side of Burgos. Same street with Fire and Element Hotel. We're still on soft opening, but sooner or later we'll be opening our antique doors. It's literally a library full of spirits, and we have a detention room there.
Okay. Actually, dun sa detention part, dun talaga ako curious eh. Kasi,
Yes,
alam mo,
yeah.
parang syempre, di ba, you kinda like, ano ba yung usually pag detention, it has like a negative connotation, di ba? You're doing something bad, that's why you're going to detention. But I think this is really a good way of like introducing new experience for the guests, especially like for bartenders. Kasi mostly, this particular bar is actually the brains behind. It's actually mostly our bartenders. So,
It's
diba?
not just for guests and clients, it's also for bartenders.
Yeah. So basically, just to give it like a more clear view, especially for students, we're not encouraging people to drink. We're really not encouraging people to drink, but like amongst us, especially if you're working in this industry, this is something that's really like an eye-opener because a lot of people think that if you're a bartender, lasinggero ka, manginginom ka, etc. It's not always the case. I'm drinking like ginger ale. But again, it's not always the case. The thing is, like what we're doing is like for example, what Spirits Library is doing is really like they're bringing the pie bigger for the entire community to get more educated, to get to know more about the spirits, the profession that we're doing behind the bar, hospitality in general. Kasi at the end of the day, we're bartenders, we're hospitable people, we're taking care of guests, and we're responsible servers. That's the first thing, right? But we want people to enjoy while they're at our bar. Have fun, chill. Well, it's been a pleasure having you again.
Thank you. It's a pleasure also.
Mr. Curious Bartender, Ian Libang in the house. Matutuwa si Ryan ito.
Shout out to Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan. Badiadjo. Alright, man. Pleasure, man.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you for being here at Manila Beach Bar, dropping by.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be in this beautiful island. You guys in the perfect spot. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you in the next one.